Here are the solutions to the 2 AP practice problems I assigned yesterday. All right, so taking a look at 76, we're given this graph, and it says the graph of a function f is shown above. Which of the following statements about f is false? Well, right away, it is going to be A. If you remember the 3 conditions for a function to be continuous at a certain x value, f of A has to exist, and that's true. It's this point up here. The limit of f of x as x approaches A has to exist, and that's true. The left-hand limit is going to equal the right-hand limit. But f of A is not equal to the limit of f of x as x approaches A, because f of A is right up here. So I do have written out here that f of A exists and the limit of f of x as x approaches A exists, but they are not equal to each other. But I still want to talk about why the others are true. So for B, f has a relative maximum at x equals A. That would be true. Because we have some discontinuity here, we would not have a derivative at x equals A. But this point is higher than all the other y values in its little neighborhood, so that's true. X equals A is in the domain of f. That's true because f of A does exist. The limit of f of x, so this is the right-hand limit, is equal to the left-hand limit. That's true. And because D happens, E is true. So the limit of f of x as x approaches A exists. So that was A for this answer. For 77, we definitely want to use our calculator. Now, I did mention no CAS, just the graphing calculator, but I first want to talk about how to get started here. Let f be the function given by f of x is equal to 3e to the 2x, and let g be the function given by g of x is equal to 6x cubed. At what value of x do the graphs of f and g have parallel tangent lines? That means the slopes of the tangent lines are equal or their derivatives are equal. So just find f prime of x and g prime of x, and we could set them equal to each other. But we can't use the solve feature. When it says no CAS, we can't use the solve feature on our calculator. But what we can do if we're just allowed to use our graphing calculator is to graph each one separately and find the point of intersection. So that's the menu 6-4, I believe, on your calculator. And when you do graph that and find the points of the point of intersection, it occurs when x is equal to a negative 0.391, which is answer C.